Hey guys, so in today's video, I just want to kind of be honest with you guys about how I'm doing. My mental health is definitely not good right now. I've really been struggling with quite a few things. My physical health is not the best either. I've been struggling with feeling like I am a burden to everyone in my life, and I'm just like, it's starting to get overwhelming. And I'm just to the point where I feel like nothing is going right and I don't know how to fix it. Um, for those of you who are concerned, yes, I have been taking my medications. For those of you who aren't aware, I do have a history of depression and anxiety, which has gotten worse since all of this loss of independence and having to rely on using a wheelchair full time. Um, I've been dealing with a lot of pain from being stuck in the wheelchair all the time. I have been trying my hardest to continue to stay positive and continue to just do the things that I'm able to do and strive to be able to regain more function. But I'm very frustrated and I don't know how to make it better. Um, I feel like nobody's really listening to my concerns. And like as far as the medical professionals that I have on my care team, I feel like nobody's really listening to my concerns. Nobody is really addressing the concerns that I have brought up to them. And like in the video that I posted before this one, my rehab doctor didn't even show up for our virtual appointment today. So it really doesn't give me a reason to believe that I'm in the best hands possible. It doesn't give me a reason to believe that people have my best interests at heart. And it's just hard when there's so much that is out of your control as a person who deals with chronic health conditions or just a person who is part of the disabled community. There is so much that is out of your control. And yes, I do take ownership of the things that are my responsibility to make happen. And like I said, I'm doing my best to make sure that I'm doing everything that I need to be. I'm taking my meds. I have meds for depression and anxiety, and I've been taking everything. Um, and the only things that I haven't been taking are the medications that I haven't been able to get because of issues with like Walmart's pharmacy, because that's the pharmacy I've been using since I moved here. And like they were telling me that my Medicaid was saying that I had other health coverage and I don't. And so I just like, I don't really know what to do at this point. It's very frustrating. I am in a very negative headspace, and like I've been finding myself being very confused and disoriented. I've had to take medications to be able to sleep, and it's just overall not a good situation. And I honestly, I feel like I'm at my wit's end. I don't know what to do to make this better. I don't know how to improve the situation that I'm finding myself in. I don't know how to make it so that my health starts to go back to normal. I don't know how to get there. Um, I'm very frustrated. And like I said, I'm at my wit's end with how everything is going. I'm, I don't even know. Like the amount of time that I have spent crying over stuff that I've lost, my independence that I've lost, having to rely on other people to do things for me, having to like rely on people to get me places. And I don't even think I told you guys that my godmother basically forced me to sell my vehicle. Um, she basically threatened me, like, even though I was not working, I haven't been working since November, well, since October 11th or 12th, before all of this happened. I have not been working since then. It is currently January. And she basically, knowing that I hadn't been working, told me that I either needed to sell my car, sign the title over to her, or she was going to take me to court. So she basically left me between a rock and a hard place. And ever since like everything that happened, I just feel like I'm useless to everyone. Like nobody is really taking my feelings or how I feel into consideration. Like I have lost so much of myself over these past few months. I've lost my ability to be independent. I've lost my ability to go places and do things that I want to do or that I need to do for myself. I can't even go grocery shopping because I can't drive. Because I have no vehicle and because I have to be seizure free for 6 months before I'll be allowed to drive again in the state of Michigan. And I haven't even made it to a week seizure free because I'm still having breakthrough seizures because the medication that the neurologist gave me to add on to my Keppra, I haven't been able to pick it up because Walmart wants to be stupid and say that I have other coverage even though I don't. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm so at my wits' end, and I just like, I'm nervous about next week because next week I have my initial evaluation for physical therapy, and I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to regain function in my legs. And I'm worried that I'm going to be stuck in a wheelchair and having to rely on other people for the rest of my life. And I don't want that. Like, as someone who has been independent, who has lived on her own, and who has done things basically since the time I was 18, other than like living with my godmother most recently, I was still paying my own bills. You know, I was still contributing to the household. I can't even contribute in a meaningful way because I can't even like do the dishes. I can't put the dishes in the frickin' dishwasher because I would have to stand up and then sit down and then bend down and then stand up and then sit down and then bend down. And I can't do that. It's too much of a process. The cabinets in this house are too high for me. Like you would need a step ladder. I can't lift my foot up off the floor. So I can't use a step ladder, obviously. Like I am able to stand and balance myself for a few minutes at a time just through some of the work that I've done both in rehab and at occupational therapy, but it's not significant enough to where I'm able to like stand and do dishes at the sink. Like I need one hand down to balance and I can't balance with my bad side. So it's just very frustrating. And I'm starting to get a little bit hopeless that I'm not going to be able to regain the function that I want to be able to regain. And I'm just very stressed out and worried about everything. And I just don't know what to do anymore. So yeah, I just wanted to be honest with you guys. This is kind of why I haven't filmed lately because I've been in this headspace where it's negative. And I don't want to be negative all the time on here, but I don't want you guys to think that like my story is just positive all the time because it really isn't. Like I am struggling with this chronic illness. I'm struggling with these multiple chronic illnesses that I have. I'm struggling with this recovery process, trying to go through rehabilitation to get back to at least some semi normal version of myself. And I just don't know if or how that's ever going to happen just based on the things that have been going on recently with my health and in my life because I feel lost, I feel abandoned, I feel hopeless, and I'm starting to feel useless. So I just wanted to be honest with you guys about where I'm at mentally, what's going on physically, and yeah. Please keep me in your thoughts, and I'll talk to you guys next time.